Hi guys, I hope you all are fine. Today I want to teach you how to install the RedHat OpenStack in your RedHat system. So before that I want to tell you about something cloud. So as you know that in the market lots of companies are providing their cloud services to their customer. One of the main great companies are Amazon, Google Cloud and Azure and Alibaba. So why we need cloud services? So if you have any website and wants to be launched in the cloud, so we just got the just get the login password of the Amazon and we have pay something for that. We go and launch our EC2 instance in there and deploy our application. So we are a user as a user and we are using Amazon infra. So for this is our for me the Amazon is my cloud. So my services are running on the Amazon infra. So they have their own hardware, RAM, CPU, and hard drives and lots of other services. So I am using their services. For me, it's a cloud. So this is the concept of cloud. And when we log in on the cloud in AWS, let's suppose, so they provide us something console management where we can launch our EC2 instance and that web UI is called cloud computing. So cloud computing software that is actually. So this is a little bit about the cloud and cloud computing. So why we need the uh, OpenStack? So OpenStack is an open source and it's same as it is like Amazon providing to us as a cloud computing software. There, let's as same as it is like we can go on the we can go on the EC2 instance tab and then launch and create, put the RAM and adjust the hard drive and all these things via graphically, or you can see GUI available. So OpenStack is also same as it is like Amazon. So but OpenStack is the open source and we can tune up it as per our demand, and we can attach all the services which is necessary to be built for our app. Mostly we can do it but so I found three reasons to using the OpenStack for the cloud as a cloud computing software. One of the great reason is it's open source and we can tune up, and then another one is the great reason is it's free. It's there is no charge we have to pay. And one of the last reason which I found myself that every company has their data center and they want to be such type of environment that is providing by AWS. So every company wants to be mostly those those companies who providing the cloud services. So they want to be launched these type of services for their customers. So and another one is the OpenStack is we can use is as a infrastructure as a service. We can provide to our client as a public cloud and a private cloud. So uh, I want to tell you how to install RedHat OpenStack in your RedHat OS. So we will use the RedHat OpenStack software and install it. Although OpenStack is the open source, so we are using the RedHat OpenStack software and we will install it in our system. Oh, so for installation, we have some prerequisite to install the RedHat OpenStack in your system. So before that, I will let me uh, get the session of my system where I will install the RedHat OpenStack. So this is my system. So prerequisite is to install the RedHat OpenStack is minimum you have to need around I have 10 GB. So you can install it up to 8 GB RAM or 6 GB RAM, and you need the 2 CPU core for this. And I have just for my for my I have just 100 GB attached hard drive for just installation. You can add it as much as you are required. So let's go for the installation. We have some steps to need to be followed. So first of all, we need an static IP. So we have to need one static IP to install the services for the RedHat OpenStack. So how to permanent your IP? Just go in the etc sysconfig network sysconfig and fcfg is. So you have to add these parameter if you are using DHCP. So you have to add this parameter like your IP address, what will be your IP, your net mask, gateway, and DNS. And one of the and second thing is boot prototype should be static, or you can put it here as a none. And after that you should have a change the mode of on boot. So on boot should be a yes. So this is how to static. I already did it, and now we will go for the second step. The second step is to disable the network stop network manager, which is not compatible for the OpenStack. So I just stop their services. So and now I permanent disable the network manager services. So check config, and you have to write the network. This is also command to disable the thing. It's actually CentOS 6 or Redhat 6 command. So stop permanently. I've done IP changes, then network manager. Now I have to disable the firewall, so which will not be an effect to installation or attack access the firewall T. So I just stop it, and again I am going to stop the firewall services permanently. So permanently stop. Now I am going to disable the SC Linux. So these are the some changes need to be done to installation of Red Hat OpenStack in your system. So just disable it and save it. And as you know that that it will be work when I will do reboot the system. Effectively work. So we can do it as a set enforce 0. We can disable it here as well. After that we have to change the host name. So host name need to be changed for Red Hat OpenStack. So how to change the host name? CTL set host name, and you have to put the OpenStack host name should be OpenStack dot let's suppose Linux for everyone.com. So I did it, change my host name, done permanently. It will be effectively once I reboot, or we have another command to uh, do it on the command line without any rebooting. So after that we have to check the Google ping, it work or not. So it's perfectly fine. After that we have to check the uh, host name should be pingable. Oh, so it's pingable now. So my IP come up here. So we can permanently add it here on the file of VIETC host. So it will be, so I'm just paste it here, and I have to write the my IP. That is okay. Now my this thing have been done. And after that we have to create Yum repo. Right now I don't have, I believe, any repo system. So I want, if let's suppose if I want to install the net tools, so it's to check my repo, it's not configured. So let's configure the Yum. So you can go with my Yum configuration video if you haven't seen, so go for that. So let me configure Yum here as well. So before that, you have to attach your ISO file with your file system. So right now it's not here, so I'm just mounting my system. My let me just create the any directory to mount the mkdir, mount the DVD. So I'm just putting here DVD, and let's do the mount tab. I have already attached in my case DVD, so it's attached. Now you can see. Now I am going to be create a Yum repo. For Yum repo, we have dvd.repo extension, and I have just putting these values as base URL. You can go if you don't know any thing about the Yum configuration for file protocol, and my DVD is attached on this drive, and then gpg check equal to 0. So now its file have been made. Let's check the Yum repo, it's working or not. I believe it's working. You can see here it's now 5000 and message come up here. So I am just checking NetTools to install my Yum configuration is working fine or not. So it's working. You can see my packages is now installing. So after that, we have some other now we have to copy the RedHat OpenStack software, or to on my system. So meanwhile, I will be so let's attach to copy the softwares of RedHat, and to install the RedHat OpenStack. So for the I have already copied my ISO images in my ISO folder. So let me show you. So these are the files I have copied for the RedHat OpenStack software. So there are some extra RPMs available in this ISO, and some additionals are in this, and this is the RedHat OpenStack platform version 13. It's a stable one. So let's make a repo for all these things. So let me mount first these ISO. For mounting, let me create directories here. So I am just creating mkdir, sorry, ISO 1, then mkdir ISO 2, then 3. We have some 3 to mount the ISO. Let's go inside the folder of ISO. So now I am in the ISO folder, and now I'm going to mount these ISO files. So let me mount it. So I'm going to mount in the ISO root, I believe root ISO 1, and then I'm going to mount this one, and the root full path is root ISO 2. Then I'm going to mount third ISO image. So this is the third ISO image, and actually we want to copy all the RPMs which are available in these mounting ISO files. So let's copy all these files in one folder. So let me make the folder over here. So I'm going to mkdir software. So let me, sorry, no, software. I'm going just made it. So now let me copy these all the files from my root ISO image to my software documents. So let's copy. So it's now copying minus VFR, and I believe it's SF, Let's from where we want to be copy from this static where software, this folder. So it's now copying, you can see. So it's going on. So it's done. Now I'm going to copy my ISO 2 on same location. You can see it's copying. So these are the actually files and RPMs which are need to be configured with, and it will help us to configure the RedHat OpenStack cloud in our DC or in our machine, whatever, whenever you want to be install the OpenStack. So you can follow these steps and it will be, I hope it will be installed successfully. So it's now copying my files in my software. So after that we will go for software. We will make a repository, and after that we will go for the make how to make our local repository in your Red Hat system. So it's saying software version. So it's nothing, just let's copy for the ISO 3. So now ISO 3 is copying on my software folder. So it's copied one, so just nothing. So let's check the ISO software folder. So here we come up multiple softwares is in my system. Let's make a local repository. So there are multiple folders are available here. So how to know the system how to know the system uh, about which RPM is in which folder. So for that we have to install the repo. So let's create the repo. So before that we need a create repo command. So here is not right now, so we have to install it, create repo. So let's first install the create repo, then we will go for installation of making creation the repository for the local softwares. So it's done. So let's go for the create repo -v and dot is current directory. So now it's starting the repo and make a DB or database for the each RPMs in their local system. So this is the command to make a repository for the database on in your local system. So it's now running, you can see. So all the RPMs have been stored in some database of the repository. So after that we will go for the configuration of repository. Let's first complete it, and now it's just creating start other DB ending creation. It's now completed. Let's make a repo file. As you know that for the repo is the I'm using same file for that. So just change the parameters. So I'm just write it here open stack software, like suppose. So base URL would be base URL equal to file protocol, it would be, and software folder, and we have no GPG check. So GPG check should be 0. So it's now 0. So let's check the Yum repository, it's updated or not. So it's come up, you can see the 7,000 packages is in my system. Now we have to install the OpenStack software. OpenStack software, before that we need a pack uh, OpenStack packstack command, which is need to be used for all the things to manage the OpenStack. So we will install it. Before that, we need some Python library need to be added here. So we need to be installed one Python uh, setup tools. Uh, Setup tools softwares need to be installed before going to be installation of uh, pack stack. So let's go for the pack stack. We can mount it these three if we if you want, but we don't want to be right now. We will go for the installation of OpenStack right now. So before we have to install one yum install OpenStack pack stack command. So it's now installing, you can see. So just install it. So it's 79 packages. As so we are very near to complete our installation or prerequisite for the OpenStack. So after that we will go and generate a file to with what we want to be installed in the OpenStack. So when after that we will launch our OpenStack things. So let's complete it. I believe it's now completed. So let's make a file. For that you need to be run a command pack stack minus chan need to be generate an answer and dash file. What would be the answer of your file and your file name? So I'm just here writing the openstack.txt. So it's generating your a file here in your this file. So you can just open it, or let me show you. So here is in this file lots of things are available here. So let me describe here. Specify the install the MariaDB. We want to be you want to be install the MariaDB. Yes, we want it. You want to be OpenStack shared file system, which is name is Manila, and in AWS we have EFS, Elastic File System, and we have either networking part, network neutron called neutron, and Horizon is the dashboard, and Swift is block storage device. It's an object one, so you want to be installed it. Yes, we want it. Swift. It's an object storage. So the block storage is the I believe another one. So it's all the things are here. So let's I just a little bit change. I don't want to be Swift storage here. Swift storage. So let me selenometer, and this is a object storage. So you want to be installed it or not? I just say for just checking. So it's not, I don't want to this. So just your file have been made it. You can customize it. I have already told you कि OpenStack will provide us to customization. So you can customize it here from. So you need to be go each and every parameter whatever you need to be. You need a Magnum database, and all the things are available here. Nova, Metal, Bare Metals, and lots of things are available. So I'm not going to for that. So just let I'm going to now we are moving towards to installation of OpenStack. So you have just same command used to OpenStack. You just need to be remove the generation. We have already generated. Now we want to provide our answer to packstack that we want these services. Whatever that comes in this file, you need to be installed. And let's go for the installation. It's our final command to installation of OpenStack. So now it's see the installation is going on, setting up the SSH keys, discovering the IP protocols, preparing the servers. So lots of things will be come up. I will show you. Let's see. lots of DHCP agents, Redis, selenometers, Puppet Manifest, and Nova services, compute entries. Nova is a compute service. In AWS, we have EC2. So here we call is Nova. Horizon is the dashboard. So client is Puppet. Now it's going to be installing the my controllers on the IP of 219.35 and cylinder VGS volumes and the checkings, keystones like key pairs. We can see network manager is enabling and installing because we have already disabled it, but for that it will be conflict once we remain same is restart. So now it's starting their own network manager services. That's why we have disabled the network services. So process is ongoing. Let's see, it will be take at least 1 hour. So I will be come up with after 1 hour or once it will be installed. So I will go for the demo as well. So guys, my OpenStack have been installed. We have some information come up here. So this is our to access the OpenStack the dashboard. Dashboard is a link is this one. So we will go for that, and after that we will go for the credential and the credential keystone admin in your home directory. So we will go for that as well. So let's go for the location of this one. So let's see. Uh, it's come up also. So it's now my RedHat OpenStack is now have been launched. You can see the logo come up here. It's now come up. So this is the my RedHat OpenStack platform have been installation have been completed. So let's go for the admin part or so for that we have some file here. So I'm going to show you about my demo. So it's my demo password is this one. So let's go for the admin and don't worry about it. So let's go for the admin. So now my admin is the password is this one. Let's log in it. My username is admin and my password I have already copied. So let me connect it. It's now going to be my OpenStack dashboard. It's now come up here. You can see guys, now RedHat OpenStack platform have been installation have been completed. Some demos are available here, projects of demos. We have multiple admin console here, users, gross management roles. So we will go for a deep dive if I have a time to do. So let's see. For the I have just click on the identity. It's user roles. So I will go on the admin side. So let's see in admin what we have. So we have some images over there. Let's suppose maybe so we have the compute hypervisor instance flavor images. Let's see images for the images. And now we have images of images. One of the CIRO image is available. This format is the QCOW2. So we have volume same as it is the volume in AWS. In networking part we have some floating routers, network system, we have details, meta system information is available here. So in system information we can see the whole system info about when it stacks. So Nova system religious, this is the volume services, network agent, block, compute. So lots of tons of things is on in RedHat OpenStack software. So this is the installation, and I hope you are enjoying and you will be comfortable when, my videos to in how to install the OpenStack. It's very simple one. So I'm just log out in. You can change the password here as well of the admin. So here is the projects tabs, identity, networks. We can this is the same board as we have like in Amazon. So this is the reason we install the OpenStack. So you can see that the instance, CPU, RAM, floating, security group. Same we have the security group over there. Storage volume, and this is the overview of all of our system. So I'm just log out here. Uh, so I hope guys you like my videos, and it will be helpful for you. Follow the steps and share my videos as much as you can, so lots of people get the benefit of it. So if you have any confusion and query to installation of RedHat OpenStack, so you can feel free to ask me. I hope this video will helpful for you. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks.